it's Jean from the Inky Studio. I am still working on my little mini file folder journal. It is so fun with a little angel theme. So today, I've already added some things like some pockets. I put in some papers. Uh, yeah, I've done a lot of those kind of things. So today I want to do a flip envelope here in this section, and then this envelope contains a little booklet, a little cute tiny booklet, and that is going to be glued excuse me, right here on top. Oh, the allergy is getting to me today. It's going to be glued on top, and then I'll probably make a little pocket behind it. Is what I'm thinking. So I want to get this covered here first. I've already covered this side, and so I just cut another piece to put into that pocket, and I'm just going to trace right along here like so. Now it's also possible, if you were to put the white side down, of course you would not be getting pencil mark on the print side. But what happens for me is so often the sides are not matching, and so you'll trace it on this side, cut it out, and it'll be reverse of what the fit's going to be. But sometimes though that shouldn't matter. If you're not really, if that doesn't bother you, then that's fine. But I usually just cut a little on the other side of the pencil line, so it doesn't show. And so that fits there. And then of course I'm going to have to take off just a little bit here on the bottom to have it fit there. I'll just reach over here for a second and take that off. Let's see how that fits. That fits pretty good. Pretty good. Now I'm thinking there's enough here left that I can stick it inside this envelope and glue it in there, and then also have it come over the flap where it's going to be turning a lot. So I think that's going to work out just fine for that. So we finally cooled down here in Florida, and it's beautiful, beautiful. Come on down for a visit. The humidity has been dropping. Nights are getting cooler. The days still warm up enough to go to the beach and everything if that's what you want to do. But this really, from the end of October through Christmas, is probably one of my favorite times. Well, I like all of winter actually here. I just don't like the hot summer. So from about, I would say, May through the middle of October, it's the time that I spend inside in the air conditioning, and many people do actually. It is kind of strange down here that during the summer, you would think you would hear kids outside playing all summer long like you do in the northern states, but you don't, because it's just too hot. And those fortunate enough to have a pool or access to the pool are usually spending time there. But it does get pretty toasty in the summer. However, during this time of year though, after school, they are out all over the place playing outside. And it's the time that I like to get out as well. Okay. Now I'm going to glue this part. Probably don't need to ink it actually. going to glue this down inside there. And that way. So I always try to get a piece that's quite a bit longer than what I want to do my pattern for, so that I have this leftover piece that I can line the inside of the envelope with. It's always pretty handy dandy. Now I want to make sure I go over that seam a little bit so that I'm also reinforcing that fold. So yay! So we have that to decorate the inside and this fold here. And I better let that dry, because if I don't, it'll wrinkle up. Now this little guy here is a problem, and I think I'm going to cut the tab off and just make a pocket, because it's kind of a thick little booklet, and even though I may, you know, I should have probably, well, so even if I put like a button down there, I don't know if it would really stay down. Here's one here. Let's see. I just don't know. I think it's just going to pop up. You know, whatever I put down there, I don't think it's going to stay. So I will just cut that off. Or, let's see. Oh, I could make a decorative punch on that. That might look nice. I don't know if anybody out there has been on a cruise. I have not. And the other day, it was so funny, I was in a group, and somebody asked the question, the leader asked the question, well, how many people have been on a cruise? And then he said, well, that's probably most of you, because we live in Florida. It's like, oh, not me. Not me. I am afraid, of course right now it's, you know, touch and go, I guess, with COVID, but I've just always been concerned about seasickness. I know that I can get car sick pretty easy, and I've always thought, oh, what if I get sick? I mean, that would be no fun at all, right? No fun at all. That's gonna stick up. Oh darn, I should have came down just a little more. Oh poo. Yeah, I think it's gonna stick up there. Aw, see, that would look so cute, wouldn't it? Oh well. Kind of a bummer. Well, let's get this envelope together here, and I'll have to think about what I'm going to do. Sometimes things just sound like they're going to work out peachy, and then they don't. So let's get this envelope glued on the back of that. I am having a good time working with mini stuff. I'm going to have to, I can see another one of these in my future. I think maybe I'd like to do a nature one, maybe after Christmas. And now that I've made this one, because this one is sort of like touch and go, you know. Yeah, that's good. This has just been organic and been putting it together. Now that I've done that, I can now plan one with a little bit more precision, because I found out that putting the papers down first, even in areas I thought was okay, it just wasn't a good idea. It would have been so much better to have waited and done each page at a time. Alrighty, let's get it in there. Yay! There, very nice. Yeah, get up there. Yeah, these two kits, this Artemaze kit and the Tsunami Rose kit, really coordinate well together. That just really makes me sad that I did that, because I don't think it's going to work sticking out. If I just cut it a little shorter. Oh well. It'll be okay. I do believe. Yep, see, that just fits in there. So, let me get this glued in. There you go. So I brought up the cruise also because my friend has been trying to talk me into one, and just saying how everything is taken care of. You don't have to worry about anything. There's enough to do. I don't know. I just don't know if I'm ready yet to do that. I'll have to think about it. You know, I thought if I were to start, I would go like on a 3-day one. And that way, if I was miserable, I'd only be miserable for 3 days and not 10. I thought, oh, maybe I should do something like that. I don't know. But then I think, is it really worth the money? I'd rather sometimes spend the money on something else that I value, like another trip up north to see my daughter and grandson. Okay, now I want to do the front, and I have a little girl picked out for that. Where did that little girl go to? Let's look inside here. Oh, there she is. I'm getting lost in here. Here it is. I think this will be so nice. I think her top just picks up that blue in the back. I like her there. And the blue that is going to be showing up here as well. So I want to put some lace there. So let's just check out some of this lace. So here's some I thought about. And this is kind of cool. Kind of comes off to the side. Kind of closes it in there. So that's nice. And then there's this piece. It's a little wrinkled. I'm going to have to glue that wrinkled part down. I thought this was nice too. Kind of shows up a little bit like that. So that's kind of cool. You know what? I'm doing this one because I think these little flowers here are echoed here in that little piece of lace. So yeah, I can see the little kind of like flowers. I like that idea. So I'm going to do that. Actually, when I was getting things together to do the video, I really thought I was going to do that one. But no, I'm liking this idea here. And just put it off a little to the side. Get my glue. Glue down the lace first. Better. And then for the picture, I'm going to go ahead and use the fabric tack. And hopefully that'll seep in through the lace there. Oh, I love these photos. I just think they're so pretty. Isn't she pretty? Yeah. Nice. I like it a lot. Hold it down. There. Oh, you know what? I cut that off, but you know what I could do? I could still use that. I'm going to put it down there. Just as a little something. little something down there. So I ordered some photographs to be printed, and I have not done this for a very long time online, because I just didn't feel like going there and getting them printed, going to the drugstore. And I really haven't been happy with the prints I've been getting. Let's see here, from my drugstore. So I went on and I got to the Shutterfly site, and I have not used it for ages. And apparently, Snapfish and Shutterfly have both merged. So I went there and I went to order, and for, oh my goodness, maybe 20 photos, and they were all just like, most of them were 4x6, a few 5x7s. My order came with shipping, $20. I'm going like, no, I'm not spending that much money. So I looked for some other options, and Walmart came up, and really there was a review in one of the a site that talks about photos and scrapbooking or whatever, and they said that a lot of people were a lot happier with Walmart prints. So I did that, and shipped to my home. It's going to be $7. I could have saved $4 and picked it up, but I just didn't want to hassle with it. So yeah, shop around. You have to shop around nowadays. Now right in here, let's see if I can find it. Yep. I am going to put the little journal portion of it. And this is the 1/2 inch. Is it this 1/2 inch? Yeah. No. I'm putting the journal here. Oh, good thing I caught myself. Yes. This is the 1/2 inch. This is where the journal's going. I better keep it there. No, for this one, it was because this is thick that I'm putting this at the 3/8 inch spine that I had made, because this is thick there. So, oh, I just love that. I think it's so cute. I think what I'm going to show you is sewing the signatures in here. But how I'm going to do that though is I'm not going to sew it directly into the file itself. I'm going to sew this onto a spine, a piece of cardstock that's cut just a little bit more narrow than the spine is. And I'm going to sew it onto here. And then I'm going to glue the spine into the journal, because I feel that way I'm reinforcing the spine with an extra layer, plus I'm hiding all the stitching. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. So first of all, I will find the middle of this, which is right here. So here's the middle. And then I'm going to do a 3-hole punch. Pamphlet stitch. So I'm going to put in 3 holes, evenly spaced there. Now I'm not going to sew in from the front first because I want to hide the tie. I'm going to start in by sewing this. The needle is first going to go in the back towards the front, is how it's going to go. So what I want to do is I want to find the middle of the back here. Well, actually, it's the front of the journal. Put it. It's so confusing, isn't it? So there's the middle here, right there. Let me get these together and put in clips to keep everything aligned. It'll make sense once I get started here, I hope. so everything is aligned up there. I'm going to poke a hole right here into each of these just to get it started. Yes, just like that. And so the middle, I marked it right there. And I'm going to get my oh, my telephone book. I'm sorry, I don't have that. I need to run over here and get it. Okay. First of all, put the hole in here in the middle where I marked it. And the hole started there. Alrighty. Line these up here. Oops, like this, sorry. I'll line this up here in these two places. And then put this inside that hole, and then go, make sure that's over the spine there, into this hole. Okay. And here is my needle. So I'm going into the back here. And I will put this tail so it doesn't get pulled through. I'm going like that. I'm going to come down here and come through that. So usually on bigger projects I always do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, but for something like this, it's small enough that I really think you're okay doing the 3. Plus I'm going to be gluing all the thread down anyhow. Alright, I'm going to turn it around, go back through here, find my hole again. Alright, like so. So easy peasy. So I made my thread. I made this thread here straddle between the other 2 threads. And that way you kind of tie down that thread. And then you want to pull taut this way, not this way. I know sometimes I do that, but it's this way. And then we're going to tie a knot. Yeah, I'm going to cut this off. I got way too much thread out there. And tie the opposite way. And I tie one more time. Okie dokie. And cut off the nubbies. Alright. Oops, sorry. I have my camera down low, so hopefully you can see better. I don't know. Hopefully you could see that. And it's all inside. Now, if you'd wanted the strings here in here, then you would have started this way. But because I wanted the strings in the back, I did it this way first. Okay. Now that's been mounted on top of that there, and get my journal. So I'm going to be putting it in right here. So it's going to flip up like this. Then you're going to flip it open this way. And then you're going to flip it out this way. Okay, but you can make it flip any way you want. That's just how I thought. I thought that's the way I would just do it, like that. Alright, so now the this is probably a little bit more of the tricky part, and that is getting this in there so that your flaps won't get hung up on the spine any. But see, we're gluing right over the threads. Oops, sorry about that. We're gluing right over the threads so that they're not going to go anywhere. So a three pamphlet stitch is plenty. So now I'm going to just align it up here and down here. Put it in the middle and take something and press it down here. So, okay, I should unfold this, I think. There we go, like that. And make sure this folds. Yep. Okay, that's just peachy. There we go. And then press it on each side. All right. So it's really fun to practice different stitching or signature stitching methods in something small, because then it's just, you just do something large next time. And you're all set to go. So it will fold out like this, and this will be the writing place right here. And then pockets, and I'll put some ephemera behind there. And then I'll open it up this way. The pocket here and my book up there. I'll probably put in a belly band there, I'm thinking. Maybe pockets, I don't know. Upper tuck spot here, place for journaling, a glassine envelope, and I'll think of something here too. So that is sort of like the construction so far. I don't want to take any more time. I've already taken quite a bit of time. You know, the craft alongs are longer than my tutorials, but that's just their intention, is to be something you craft along with. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate your support. So I don't know if I'll do another one on this. I think what I'm going to do is get started on the grungy journal and just finish this up and have a flip through. So we will talk to you later. Bye.